on the floor,
Good
on the
morning,
floor.
everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude, with my main man, Freddie Blanton. Good morning, Freddie.
Good morning, Daniel Allison. How in the world are you on this rainy Tuesday morning?
Freddie, it's raining, it's cold, but we got a workout in. I've got a warm cup of coffee, and I'm ready to get my mind right.
First sip, let's go!
Hey, I love that. Do you have your coffee with you?
Did you get the coffee with
I mean, that's wrong, man. That is wrong. Why in the world would somebody make fun of somebody on a live program?
I have a bad habit when someone asks me a really bad question
A bad question, okay?
to repeat it like that.
Now, how many fights does that start at your house? Be honest with me.
There could be some hurt feelings here and there.
But I wanted to know coffee. Good morning, Paul Papp. I bet he's got his coffee and he's got the exclamation mark. Paul Pappy's going to have a good day in the rain, brother. Good morning, Trent McJunkin in the house. Do you know this guy right here, Fred?
T Mac.
T Mac. You know T Mac? That boy, he's doing things. I'm telling you, and I love his story. We're gonna have him back on First Sip very soon. Let's go, San Diego. Love to see Antarctic Mike on the bus. Mr. Russ Hammond, Red Wing Russ himself. Good morning, Russ. Every single day, the man's here. What you think, Fred?
Every single day he is here.
And I love to see it. Big Joe, no, my main man Joe, always on the bus. And Vicky, good morning, First Sip friend. Sleeting. It's sleeting up
What?
and yeah. Do you like the snow? Do you like the snow and the sleet and all the fun stuff like that, Fred?
Occasionally. I mean,
Okay.
every once in a while I like it to show up, but then I also like it to leave.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like to keep my power.
Oh, got to keep the power. So the perfect snow scenario, it comes in, maybe it sleets a little bit to get the sledding, right? You get a little sleet down, it makes it for better sledding. Then it snows a couple of inches, and then we keep the power and we have a lot of fun. But I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
then
It
and
never
then the next morning everybody goes back to school and work.
That's it. Everybody goes back to school and work. I do remember, you remember when it snowed like a foot? It snows a foot in Spartanburg. Joe would be laughing at us, but it snowed a foot here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We were shut down for like a week and a half.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
yeah. It was so high I couldn't even push the door open to get out of the house. I had to stay in the house.
Did you? Probably didn't do anything either. Probably started a lot of fights with his family, folks. Oh man. Hey, we had a good time. We went to the parking deck this morning and we did a little workout. And this person right here, he did the cube. What did you think of Plato and his first? It's probably Play. I don't know if it is it Plato or Plato.
Dough, I believe, Danny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, here's the good news. Nobody else knows, so we're gonna call him Plato. We're gonna call him Plato. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he got that nickname. What did you think about his first cue this morning, Fred Blanton?
Well, here's the deal. We actually had, which is what F3 is kind of intended for, we had a guy step up and lead the workout group for the first time.
The first time doing anything is tough.
There could have been some pressure applied, right? Some of these guys, they show up a couple months, 3 months, and then they start hearing it. Hey, it's probably time for you to lead. And then we even have guys that come quite frequently,
Really?
but all they do is bottle feed. They don't they don't lead the group enough.
They don't lead the group enough. And you know what? Those guys, whoever those young men are that are out there that aren't stepping up enough, I hope they hear this message and they step up more often.
But for his first time, it was a great cue. He did a
I thought so.
fantastic job. Well spoken, great pace, good mix of exercises.
How about the music? Grade the music. Was the music
Oh
good?
man, the music was on point.
Wasn't it?
It,
Did
it
a
was a
little.
nice mix of music. At a couple times during the workout, I found myself bobbing to the music. What's up? What's up?
I saw Freddie dancing this morning. I said that he's got rhythm. I see. I can't. If I could dance, I would dance too.
But here's the question I have for the average dude.
Okay.
It was his choice to work out in the garage undercover.
Undercover.
It was wet, little drizzle,
Yeah.
37, 38 degrees. What would have happened if he said, no, we're not staying in the garage? It's rain or shine.
Oh, I'm out there. We for something like the rain doesn't bother me at all. We've done a few things that I thought, if I feel like I'm going to hurt myself or my health is in danger, well, then I'm not going to follow somebody off the cliff. But if it's going out in the rain and you're going to get a little, it's going to be harder. It's just going to be harder. I'm not going to let it be. I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to hear what I would have to hear if I didn't go out in that rain. I'd say it that way.
So what if he would have taken off in the rain today? What would you have done?
I would have been right there behind him.
Would he have heard grumbles from the group?
And yes, and we all know exactly who those grumbles would have come from too, don't we?
So what do you do in life if you are headed in a direction and you're leading a group of people or a sales team or an operations team, when you know deep down inside the direction that you're moving is the right direction, but the people that are following you have something to say or they're just in the background grumbling?
What do I say to that?
Yeah, how does somebody handle that?
Hmm. Yeah, if it's you know what I would say, if it's in a tone of negativity, then we're gonna feel that, right? If it's in a tone of hey, this is my situation. So I would it's something you've said many times. I would try to meet them where they are. I would try to find out what the true situation is with them. Now you don't have time to necessarily do that in the heat of an exercise or when you're actually doing something. So there needs to be mutual respect between a team where if someone's leading, you don't kill the momentum. We're all trying to win here, right? And so any type of chipping away at your leader, well, then you're hurting the whole team. We're trying to survive. We're trying to win or survive in more. So we got to work together as a team, and it's a lot of checking your ego. It's a lot of things. It's team before self.
Team
Oftentimes.
first, yeah, man. Golly, Danny.
Hey, what
Whoo!
can I say, man? It, it
Great
was
job.
it was after you hurt my feelings there in the beginning of the show. I started catching I kind of built back up to that.
You
So I
got your
appreciate
groove.
that.
Yeah, baby.
Got my
Hey,
groove
your
back.
hair's bouncing.
Yeah, yeah, got the hair bounce in it too. On a rainy day. Do you know how hard it is to get your hair to bounce on a rainy day? Hey, you remember yesterday I talked about going one layer deeper. When we talk about meeting someone and we do a little research on them and we learn about them and we think about who they are as a person. I call that podcasting someone now. So if I'm having an appointment with anyone, I'm gonna meet them for coffee, I'm gonna meet them for any reason. After doing all these podcasts through the years, Freddie, I will think about if I was interviewing this person, what would I want to know? How would I get curious? How would I get interested? So I did that yesterday. And the young man, we got on the call, and I say young, he's younger than me, and he says, he
He's
said,
not.
I said, well, I feel like I know you already. I did a little research on AI. And he said, you did? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, now I'm curious what it said. I said, you ready for it? And he said, yeah. And I told him about himself, and because I told him what I had learned, and he was round eyes, he was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you could learn all that.
Was AI
And
on point?
it was on point, and what it did, it got information about who he was, kind of like what we talked about yesterday. You remember I asked it the question, the person that does this role, what are their strengths? I mean, if we can really get excited about what someone else is really good at, right? We always want to talk about what we're good at. Oh, I can do this and I can do that. But if we can get excited about what they're good at, they feel it.
Yeah, like a little celebration of their talents.
A celebration. Hey, and here's the thing, it's legit, right? Like, we're not like coming up with something just to, oftentimes when this traditional rapport building, Fred, it seems so fabricated to me, right? Sure, we want to look for things. Where did they go to college, and observe and head on a swivel? To me, that is kind of surface type rapport building. It's not deep enough to where it really impacts them.
So
It's kind of like the
podcasting goes deeper. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, in the preparation, we think about it more. I would say for you, you do a really good job when you're giving gifts, you're thinking about other people. We talked about it yesterday. Who is this person? What is it that they really like, enjoy? How can I see them for who they are? It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's being seen. So I do call that podcasting. Anytime that I'm going on an appointment, so that might be on a sales call, that might be on a coffee meeting, that might be on a virtual meeting, and I will say, think about the people that are on there, and do a little research. What you think?
I think that you're onto something here, because how many people walk into an office and look around and they're like, is that a picture of your family? Which, right, you can talk about family,
Okay.
but every other person that walks in there trying to do business is gonna look at the pictures, look at the diploma, look at the golf ball, whatever it may be. So how do you elevate that one more notch? How do you go one level deeper?
That's right. And with AI, seeing that individual not as a 2D, I think about it sometimes just a square point, like we've got 4 points of connecting. They do this, they do this, they do this, they do this. No, this is a full-fledged human being that does a lot of things, and we can look at our own life. Like, just I think about you as an example. Again, you sell bobcats, but you also officiate basketball. Your kids play a lot of basketball. You've got a family. So there's a lot to what people are interested in. And so podcasting, it made me think, man, I've got to talk to this person for an hour. I can't stay surface level. I've got to go one layer deeper, because I need to get curious. So I knew this guy, it listed off all the qualities. It said he was a swimmer in college. It said that he was competitive but had a creative side to him as well. So he was in sales, but he had that creative side as well. But it broke it down, and so I asked him about those things. But it's amazing, when I'd never had somebody to actually ask me what I learned about him.
Yeah. So what would be terrific is if one of the bus riders said, "Hey, what does AI say about me?"
Woo wee! And I think that would just be super interesting. I love to do that, to get to know people, and so we can use that, and you can kind of build your talent stack. That's what I told him, right? Because every person has a unique combination of talents and skills and abilities and experiences. And it's all of that data cluster that brings the value of who they are. It's their own unique window into the world and how they see things. And so seeing someone, deeper than the personality profile buckets, right? We see those assessment tests, and that tells us the general idea of who they are. One layer deeper, it tells us who they really are, and they feel that, Fred.
Yeah. Well, here's the good news. It's raining today.
Yeah.
Nobody will be in a hurry to get back outside, so you'll have plenty of time to go one level deeper.
One layer deeper, one level deeper on your people. Fred, that's our final thought. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and let's roll. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.